I have no words, man. I have absolutely no idea what this is. I just hopped onto the creative side of the server to get some work done, and lo and behold, I find a statue of Hatsune Miku and 4 Mikus here. I just had to push the record button. Oh my gosh, I have no freaking words. I mean, let's reveal who built this. I have a sneaking suspicion. And it was true. It was Furious Gamer that pranked my market. I can't believe it. I was going to remove it, but I kind of like it. I might just leave it there just for funsies. That is really funny. Okay, we're on episode 2 now. The only thing that I've really done is I made this little pathway. I can't remember if I did that in the first episode, and I made this little like circle kind of mini square. So yeah, I figured that I was going to do some more building planning and stuff like that, but instead I've decided that since I've been pranked by this glorious Miku, I had to start recording, which means I have to do something interesting. So yeah, I guess I'm going to do something interesting. So what we're going to do today is we're going to be working on the actual market stalls themselves and whatnot. So yeah, just for you and I, a vision that I have for this area, for this market, is yes, I do plan to put like villagers and stuff in all of these market stalls and stuff, but I also plan to just have the entire castle walls just roaming villagers, like just to make it like, I don't know, seem more authentic using kind of animation for storytelling and stuff. That's so funny. That's really funny. Thank you, Furious, for prank Mikuing me, I guess. Alright, let's get going here. I don't really have a plan. I'm not gonna lie, I have zero plan. But we're just gonna wing it. So I think I'm gonna need some of this and some of this, and maybe that, and I definitely am gonna need some of that. In fact, actually, let's go with the acacia instead. I kind of like that color a little bit better. We're gonna be mostly working with the acacia stuff. So first I'm gonna start off by kind of just making this, just giving like some structure to this, I guess. And there we go. Now we can add like a roof. I didn't grab the stairs or the slabs. Wow, okay, it's embarrassing. We're also gonna need the slab. I don't plan on doing this for every single stall, like this color scheme, but it's definitely going to be a couple of them. There we go. See, that's kind of cute. And then we need to put obviously some chests and stuff in the way. In fact, we can even do something like this, like make it maybe I've been using a lot of terracotta, but I feel like this is the correct block to be using for these. Yeah, that looks good. Maybe we can add, I don't like that. Maybe just a random trapdoor there, that's fine. Perfect. Even all around. And then maybe we can throw some slabs up top to give it kind of more of the, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I've also decided that I don't like these fences. I'd much rather use like a counter like this. Yeah, perfect. I need more inventory space. That's funny. Okay, chest there for the goods and stuff. I don't really have any ideas for like where the people are gonna store their money, like the villagers or whatnot. Let's throw one down just so I can get like a scope of things. There we go. And maybe we even give them proper workstations and stuff like that. Like I feel like a stone cutter could go pretty good here, but I don't want to see the stone cutter really. Yeah, you can see that pretty well. What does he sell? Yeah, he's a mason. That makes sense. Maybe we put it in the back. Watch out, buddy. Excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, I like that. Maybe we put something... I've lost the slab. Right there. Maybe we put something here so that it, you know, just kind of like has added protection. Yeah, there we go. I like that. And even I kind of see myself doing this, but maybe we have to do it on this side. Watch out, buddy. Thank you. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I like that. Perfect. Now that's what I call a market stall. That is really nice. Maybe we put a stair here. Yeah, I kind of like that actually. I like the stair, so you can come up to him and start trading with this guy. I also don't like the fact that I've used 100% acacia. Let's mix it up a little bit. I was thinking maybe with the jungle, we throw in some jungle. Welcome back to Danny. Yeah, I like some jungle in the middle there. Don't mind that. What does the trapdoor look like? That looks pretty good actually. Nice. Very good. Yeah, just to get some different colors in there. Actually, those two trapdoors look really good together, so I'm happy I've done that. Nice. Alrighty, I decided to take a little pause so that I could just do some building without having to talk. My brain is not working today. But this is what I've got. I've kind of improved this guy's stall a little bit. I made this this nice spruce stall. I think I want to throw some different color in there, but yeah, and then a birch one. So yeah, this is kind of the vibe I'm going for. Let's take a look from far away. Yeah, I definitely like that. It's going to look a lot better once I have the buildings in place. In fact, I think right now is a good time to start one of these buildings. I think that one right there. I know for a fact that I really want like a really, you know, strong looking base here. This one's definitely going to be like an armorer or a weaponsmith or toolsmith or something like that. So let's just replace what I've done here. So I want this to have a very strong base, almost like a you know how you've seen like the blacksmith in actual regular villagers. That's kind of what I'm going to be going for here. Is a proper blacksmith. So yeah, let's make like a strong base to work on. This one's definitely going to be like probably one of the main buildings, I think, just because it's in such a prime central location. It's kind of right there in your face. So yeah, I'll definitely add some variation to the floor once I'm finished here. But yeah, good, going well so far. Hope everybody is. Hope you're having a good day. Hope everything's going well. As of me recording this, it's Sunday, and yeah, just a normal Sunday, I guess. Since we're here, we might as well add the variance in now. There we go. If we can throw in just some like different directions, that'd be good. Yeah, perfect. That's looking good. And then obviously I'll add some proper, you know, proper variation so that it's not 100% all just deep slate. Just throwing some random stuff in here, just texturing a little. There we go, that's looking a little better. And I usually like to use the cobbled deep slate too, but I think I'll use this kind of sparingly. Yeah, I like that, not as much. Looks good though, looks really good. Yep, okay, so we have a strong base to start off on. We definitely need some stairs, and I think we're gonna go with maybe the polished ones. So I think most people, if they're gonna be visiting the shop, I feel like here's a good point to get in. And then also maybe right out in front here, because what I envision, let me grab some stone as just like a base material here, is I want to put the shop kind of like this. In fact, that's probably the perfect dimension. Yeah, I really like that. So it's going to be sitting on top of this base. And then obviously we can have door here, door here. Let's just throw that in now since we're here. I really like the pale oak door. That looks pretty good. I don't like that it's like kind of like a pinkish color though. What other doors are there? Yeah, I mean, maybe the jungle one, but I don't think it's gonna fit the color. Maybe the copper ones. Yeah, I mean, I really want like gray doors here because, like I said, there's gonna be like a blacksmith, weaponsmith kind of guy. I might even have both in the same building. Well, I do have a lot of room for more buildings, so probably not. Let's just throw the jungle door, I guess. That's fine for now. Let's open these up too. Okay, let's grab maybe some cobblestone. What other like strong blocks can we use? Maybe one of the stone bricks. Yeah, definitely. In the polished andesite. I've never ever used these tough blocks, so maybe let's experiment with some of that because I've never used it before and I think it would be really interesting. Like, I really like this. This looks like a pillar almost, so we can kind of pillar up using this. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's go even one more. Perfect. This looks really crazy too. Look at that block. Let's try using the bricks for now. Jeez, these blocks just look like such modded blocks. Like, they're so weird to see these blocks in Minecraft. Kind of like that, but I don't like that it's a flat wall right this second, but maybe we can fix that in a minute. Yeah, I do like this though. Yeah, okay, I do realize now that I really don't like the fact that it's flat, but we can work on that in just a second. Oops, okay. Maybe we expand like this. Well, I'm not super feeling it right this second. Maybe. And then we can even make it sink into the ground so it looks like it's been there for a while. And obviously I'll fix it on these sides too. Yeah, okay, alright. Yep, I'm happy with that, but I'll add some more stuff in a second. That's looking good. I feel like those blocks are going to be kind of expensive to make. I don't know any recipes for these things, so I'm just going to, just for the sake of me having to make this in survival, I'm just going to fill it on with this brick. And then let's add some variation in here so that it doesn't look so boring. Oh yeah, that's looking way better. That looks really good. Get one in there, perfect. Look at that. That's looking real nice. Okay, there we go. That looks good. I also want to throw in some of this block somewhere just because it looks so strange. Maybe next to the doors is fine because that kind of looks kind of goofy. Yeah, okay, I like that. And then let's also work on a ceiling of some sort. Obviously, I want to use slabs of some kind. Maybe this or this or this, or we can even match the floor maybe with this with the cobble deep slate. Actually, nope, I don't like that. So get rid of that. Ooh, I really like the way that color looks. Okay, there we go. We have our roof. I don't want to do anything crazy design for this blacksmith just because, like, in my brain, seeing like blacksmith shops, they always have very flat roofs. So I guess we're gonna do that. And then let's finalize here with the actual block itself. And I think that'll be good. There we go. That's looking nice. Definitely need some stairs of some kind in there. Maybe like something ornate. Let's grab slabs as well. Something like this. Something like that, just to break up the flatness of the wall. In fact, I really like that. It looks pretty good. Perfect. Shout out to me for making all these sides the same length. Perfect. That looks really good. I'm still a little bit iffy on the roof, but I think we can solve that just by throwing in another slab, maybe even these, but I really don't want to use these for the same thing. was thinking maybe sandstone. This might be too dark, but we can try it. Is there any other like slabs that are like kind of like just gray? There's a lot actually. There's this one, and this one. In fact, I think I'm gonna like this one a lot. Yeah, I do. Just to throw some variation in the roof as well. I think I'm gonna like that a lot. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Perfect. There we go. Yeah, that looks really nice. Maybe I want to add something else to make it a little bit darker. But, yeah, because I think we need one more just to make... Ooh, that looks really funky. I don't like that. Sometimes you just gotta try it and see what happens. Maybe this we go for, like the stone brick. Yeah, let's do that. Let's be very sparing with this. I've almost got rid of all the andesite. Okay, that looks good. I also think that adding like a window in here would be kind of nice. Like maybe we go with the gray stained glass, but I kind of want some color. Let's try white. That looks fine. Maybe we do the same on both of these sides. Yeah, okay, I like that. Come in here, and this is where obviously the blacksmith is going to be working. I really think it would be really crazy if I added some lava in here, because people are going to like kind of freak out a little bit, because I'm going to have villagers running around and stuff like that, and you know, maybe they jump in and they're not supposed to. So let's get some obsidian maybe, like as this is going to be like the forge. Here we go. And obviously we need an anvil in here, right there. That's perfect actually. Maybe we even make the lava flowing from like up here. Uh-oh. I had a feeling that was gonna happen. Let's see, what can we put in here to stop the lava? Maybe we put in like iron bars. Kind of like the copper bars actually. No, I don't. I lied. I don't know why I said that. We like the iron bars better. Don't know if I want it there. Maybe up here. Like that, and that'll stop the lava from flowing. Will it go sideways though? I don't like how much that it covers that. Maybe we just go for one then, like maybe just in the corner here. Yeah, okay, that's fine with me. And then I also want to add some sort of stair. I think maybe this. There we go. And maybe even, oh boy, I really should be looking up forges, but I mean, this is just a simple concept for now. I'm not going to be too crazy about it. Maybe I'll look it up later. Let's grab some lanterns, because I feel like that would be the correct choice. Maybe we put like a bench here with a lantern. I really like having this central anvil in the middle. I really like that. So I'm going to leave that alone. Maybe a chest, maybe even a crafting table in the corner here, and just for funsies, we can even do something like this. There we go. To like signify that there's like an item resting on top of there. That's kind of nice. Okay, this is looking good. I feel like we need something here, like, there we go. In fact, maybe we remove this and we do the same thing on this corner. Perfect. Yeah, that's looking good. This definitely looks like a blacksmith. Let's throw a villager in here so that he gets his job. Oh. Okay. Bro doesn't want to... You don't want to work, buddy? Apparently not. I'm starting to wonder if maybe this is... I don't know if anvils make if they have like a job associated with them. It might be something else. But I always thought that was the tool one. Let's see where the workstations are. That's not them. Oh, you know what I just realized? Maybe some copper golems would be really cool in here. Let's see. Yeah, it is an anvil, right? Oh, no, no, it's not the grindstone. I know the smithing table is one of them. Maybe it's the blast furnace? I don't know. But regardless, we definitely do need a smithing table in here. Maybe we throw it in the, tuck it in the corner there. Let's see if he'll come back now. I think he is. Yeah, he is. He's definitely looking at it. All right, there you go. And you, okay, you're a toolsmith. Okay, so what's the armor then? I don't know. Maybe somebody in the comments can tell me what jobs are which. Yeah, but I really like the idea of these guys walking around and kind of being active. Just because I want this guy to stay here, maybe I throw a bed in here. And we can almost hide it with like carpets maybe. Yeah. There we go. We don't need that many, we just need the back ones. Yeah, because I want this guy to, like, as the day-night cycle goes, I want him to come back to the shop, you know? Because right now it seems like he's just wandering away, and I want him to somewhat stay relatively close, but... Oh my god! Bro, where are you going? Get back to work. Yeah, there he goes. Oh my gosh. So yeah, there we go. This is pretty much it for the blacksmith, but I think we could add maybe like an ornate border around this, like something like this, to signify its strength in standing here. There. Yeah, I like that. I also want something, maybe slabs. Actually, I really like that. That looks really good. Okay, we're cooking here. Maybe we even do it here. It's not really necessary, but we do it anyway. Yeah, I really like that. This is looking good. And then obviously we need some signs to signify who works here and whatnot. Let's grab maybe a hanging sign. Can we do hanging sign from here? We can. That looks pretty good. I don't really like where that's placed though. Maybe like almost like we need maybe, let's go crazy. This would be so crazy. If we go like that. Yeah, that looks good. We can do the same here. And we can do the same here. There we go. Maybe, I don't think I'd put one there. I just see Miku out of the corner of my eye whenever I'm looking over there. Yeah, okay. Nice. Looks good in here. I definitely like it. So there we go. We've got a building done. Let's take a look from high up here, because I feel like I'm going to be admiring from the wall quite a lot. Look how freaking far he's walked. Yeah, it definitely is looking like a market so far. I definitely like the shop. Like I said, anything that's yellow is going to be a shop. But it might not be as crazy as this one, the blacksmith shop, but it's okay. I can't believe he just wandered off that far. Jeez. He's bored. Go talk to your friends that are behind here. Yeah, this is definitely giving the vibe that I want, though. I think I need to make, when I make these buildings, I think I need to make them taller, just because I think that would be a good idea. Okay, let's work on another one. Let's work on this one. I feel like this one should be almost like a library or something, just because it's kind of like nestled in a weird spot where you're not going to be able to see it unless you're like kind of in here, which makes me think it would be kind of like a cozy bookshop. Or maybe we could go for like a fence or something, if you know what I'm talking about. No, let's stick with the library for now. But I definitely want this to be kind of dark enough that it almost blends in to the one behind it. In fact, I think it would be really cool if I made this one kind of tall so that you can see it past the blacksmith. There we go. Nice. Looking good. In fact, I've just decided that I want this entire thing to be this. And then I'll add some variation in a second. Also, I would love to hear your suggestions if you have any suggestions for shops that I could put in here or different market related items that you think would fit. Then feel free to comment. Feel free to let me know. I'd be happy to include anyone's suggestions and whatnot. There we go. Nice. So to enter, I feel like right here is the best way. So let's just do this like that, and you walk up here and then enter from in here. I definitely don't want to get caught in the same thing as the last one, where I was kind of like frustrated that it was too flat. So maybe immediately we build these up, and then I can go in by one. We can even cut off from here like this. Yep, now you're curious as to what I'm doing, huh? And then we should do something like maybe oak planks, and then we can fill in with like a different, different color later. This is absolutely tiny. I feel like I have to find a different way. Maybe we do this. And then you can't really walk. Well, I mean, it is going to be only market stalls there, so it's not a huge deal what I put in there. Let's get some variance in here, just because I like the way that looks. Nice. Looking good. Okay. Yeah, now we can use this back wall, so we've gained a little bit of room. But I really want to put like a little staircase that leads up to a second floor here. So maybe we start doing this like that. Oh boy. These are not the right heights, are they? Nope. There we go. Okay. And then we can kind of make the roof like this. Nice. That's looking good. I'm slightly worried about how it's going to look based on the dimensions right this second, but we're going to worry about that after I finish the roof, and then we can assess and say what we think. Like, let's take a look. Actually, that looks fine. That looks so good. What am I even worried about? That looks really good. I'm so confident I'm just going to finish the rest of the roof here. That looks really, really, really good. It's coming together. We're making some good progress today. And then I've seen people do this, but I've never been able to successfully pull this off. Let's see if we can kind of make it like almost like a hanging hook kind of thing. Need this to be upside down. Oh, okay, that looks really good. How did I do that? Oh no, that looks really good. I want to repeat that. So block here, and then I think this is a stair, right? It's a stair, yeah. And then we put a slab here, and then we get this to be upside down. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. And then just make it kind of symmetrical. I'll throw something in there. Stand back. That looks so sweet. Looks really good. Yeah, I'm liking that a lot. Maybe we go crazy like this. I'm not loving that, but we can work on that later. I gotta work on the interior here. I know I said I wanted it to not be flat, but I think I just am so desperate for more room here. But I think maybe we only make this wall so that it kind of gives the illusion, or maybe both of these walls so that we get the illusion. Maybe not actually. Wait, I'm already Yeah, wait, what am I talking about? I'm already sunk in here. And here I'm not sunk in. Okay, yep, that makes sense, yep. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling this is like gonna be like a little library. And I'm really enjoying what it's looking like so far. Okay, now to deal with this side. Yeah, okay, so I kind of like that it's not even. Because sometimes I worry about making things symmetrical, and I really shouldn't care that much. Okay, yeah. That's looking good. I'm not super happy with this, but I think if we just do this to fake it, it'll look better. Yeah, that immediately makes it look like, yeah, okay. Yeah, so like I said, I do want like an upstairs here. And I think that's the most amount of room I'm gonna get. And I really am particular about one thing. I need there to be a window on this side. Oh boy, which is gonna be tricky. Actually, right here will be fine. That's okay. Yeah, we can do that. That way you can kind of like sit up here, read, look out the window, that kind of thing. Okay, let's go crazy with window. Not window, it's called glass, you stupid idiot, Gavin. There we go. Glass, 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 glass. Okay, and I'm gonna do the classic trick here, where you put a grass block and then you surround with trapdoors to make like a little flower pot. You can even add, sure, corn flour, I guess. I don't know, don't care. And then I also need something to break this up. So maybe we put like slabs here like this. Something super simple like that. Yep, I like that. We do the same thing here. But this needs something more. Maybe we put fences. Would that be too crazy if we did like fences going up to here? Let's take a look. No, that looks sweet. Why am I so worried? This is looking great. I do think, however, I need to make this more chunky, like that, and then maybe we put like slabs here. Yep. That's looking really good. What do you think, villager? Look at look at him admiring it, and then he's coming to say, "That looks really good. Good job. Thank you. Appreciate that." I almost want to add like a second flower, but I guess doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That's okay. All right, and let's do the same thing on this side. Actually, this is the door, so I'm not going to do that. Well, maybe I went. Maybe I am. Yeah, I don't mind it. I'm not super happy with the placement of it, but we can fix that by doing this. Yeah, that looks good. Can even go crazy like that. Yeah, sure. And let's add our door. I wouldn't mind it if the door was kind of off-centered, but maybe off-centered this way. Yeah, okay, I don't mind that. I mean, this is coming together as like a pretty standard looking, almost like a starter house in Minecraft. But let's also add a second window here because I really like the fact that we've got room here to do so. Let's get some more flowers. Sure, let's use this one, I guess. And this one, and this one. Sure. I'm not sold on which flowers I'm gonna use yet. I'm just doing like just for the sake of it. Let's fix this roof because I've just noticed that this needs to be like this. Perfect. I can guarantee it's the same on the other side. Yeah. Fix. Okay, nice. Yep, that's looking really good. I just love the contrast of like the wood and the stone from distance. It looks really good. Okay, let's do the thing I was thinking of, where obviously I need to do some texturing because this is way too flat. So let's kind of add some of this in there. And we go here as well. Yeah, looking good. I like it. Just to give like some weathering and stuff, like some good texture going on in here. Okay, the part that I'm really dreading is the staircase that I want to build because, as you know very well, I do not have room at all. So I'm really nervous about that, but we'll worry about that in a minute. And let's grab some slabs as well. Sure, that looks good. Yeah, it's looking good. I think I may have gone too much, but I'm just gonna live with it. I wish I could get like just slightly darker, not so. I guess spruce might work. Yeah, actually, what am I? Oh no, it is spruce. You idiot! I thought it was oak planks. That's okay. Like I said, I'm just gonna live with it. It's fine. Maybe even. I'm not really sold on these fences. Well, I'm sorry, I do like the fences, but I think they need to be a different color. Like that. Take a step back, that's looking good. God, I'm really not liking the roof actually. The more I look at it, the more I really don't like the texturing I've done. So maybe we keep it as this, because I hate it from a distance. And we can do something else, but I'm not sure what right this second. We'll come back to it. We'll bring it back to how it was before, and then I'll start thinking about it. Sometimes you just gotta take a step back and kind of look at something. How I usually try to like imagine what players are going to be thinking when they're walking around and where their eye is naturally going to go. Like, because like as I'm walking, my eye immediately goes to, whoa, look at this big building and this thing, and then obviously there's gonna be more buildings and stuff. In fact, this is probably gonna take up most of the view, but that's kind of what I want. I want it to be really cramped in here, and yeah, I just want you to be overwhelmed. Maybe even we go crazy with maybe deep slate bricks is like to make it look like it's on a foundation, but I'm not convinced right this second. Let's take a step back. Yeah, I don't mind that. I don't think it adds or removes very much because it's not going to be very noticeable. Maybe even here I just leave it because, yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, let's do the part I'm dreading. Oh, and I also forgot to add the window in here. That's okay. We'll come inside and I'll add the window. Okay, we need to be really conservative with our space here because this is the extent of what we got to work with. Maybe we go like this, and then we get access here. Can we get away with doing this? There we go. That's looking good. Maybe even we put a trap door in here. Can I? Oh, you can. Nice. Okay, that's looking good. And obviously we need slabs on all of these. Yeah. Okay, that looks good. It almost blends in, which is kind of the vibe I was going for. And so we need somewhere to sit. So let's grab some quote unquote chairs. Let's grab one here and here maybe. I know it's kind of cramped up here, but that's kind of the point. Maybe we even put one like, no, maybe not. I don't know actually what I'm thinking about this. Maybe here, and then we just leave it. Yeah, okay, I like that. That looks good. And then maybe like we need the bookshelves up here as well, if I can fit any. I cannot, but maybe we put them up here. We also need to add some, at least slabs is fine for up here, because I don't like the way that the light goes through it, even though this didn't even fix it at all. But maybe it's just because we need like a lantern in here. Maybe we put like a lantern that hangs from the ceiling. That looks fine. Yeah, okay, that fixed all the issues. Oh, I also just realized this screws up the staircase, so maybe only on that side we do it. Okay. So this side is off limits, so I need to work on this side. Maybe we put like some hanging bookshelves here. Let's start filling them up a little bit. There we go. Just like some random books up there. I also really want something in the middle here, but I feel like I'm pushing my luck. Like I was thinking maybe like a little table. In fact, actually that works out really well. Yeah, never mind. That's fine. Can I get away with a carpet? I cannot. I cannot get away with a carpet. Okay. Oh, here's something I didn't think about. I don't really think that's a problem, but just because of my, there we go. That's better. It's fine. Yeah, I really like this. Nice and cozy for you to read your books. Then we come downstairs, and this is where the proper shop is going to be. So I have to absolutely, pack this place with as much as I can. So that looks fine. Maybe here we do like a row here, and then we need a chest because I just feel like everything needs a chest. Just start spamming here. Don't think the placement really matters, but I do want these to be pretty filled up. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. And maybe we need something like in the middle here, but nothing crazy. Maybe we can get away with putting a carpet in here. Maybe green is nice. That looks pretty good. Good, like a nice little carpet in here. If possible, lantern from the ceiling. That looks really good. This looks really good in here. And obviously we need a lectern for the actual villager that's going to work in here. Maybe we put it here. Yeah, I like that. And let's grab a written book. Can I just throw it in there? Perfect, yeah. I just like the way that looks better. Okay, set out our villager. Nice. Fortune 2, not bad. And also, I'm going to do the same bed trick because I think that they're going to sleep in here. There we go. Obviously, obviously it's not meant to like look like they're sleeping in here, but I mean, I kind of want them to stick somewhat close to their shop. Obviously this other guy, I don't know where he's gone. He's not following the rules at all, but I think that the bed will encourage them to, you know, to sleep where, sort of where they work. Can you not get out of the shop, by the way? You cannot. Interesting. Okay. Do I want to use that to my advantage? I think I do. I think I want that guy to stay in there. I had no idea that that was a thing. So does that mean I can put carpet in here and he's going to stay in here? I don't mind that, actually. Yeah. Oops. Oh, shoot. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. So how can I... If I get rid of this, he's going to lose his job, right? Because I want to get him back in here. I kind of like the idea of them sticking in their shops. And if it... Like... I don't know. I'm the kind of person that I don't really like when villagers are trapped. You know, sure, I have them quote-unquote trapped in these little market stalls, but at least like it's more humane than having them in like the villager trading halls and stuff. Whatever, but okay. I'm gonna try it like this. I know he's not gonna come back in the shop, but maybe, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, I never knew that was a thing, actually. Or they can leave. Actually, he can leave right here because of the way that the door is. If I do the door like this, then yeah, he'll be stuck in there. Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, okay. Nice. This is coming together really well. Yeah, I mean, I'm still thinking about the roof, but what can I do? I mean, I guess I could make it lighter, but I don't really want to. Maybe we add the mud brick stairs. Would that be crazy? Yeah, that's way too crazy. I don't like that. I immediately don't like that. I was thinking maybe jungle, maybe oak, but I've already used so much oak in this already. Yeah, I really don't like that. And I don't like that either. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe we just leave it, and then if I think of something later, I can come up with something. I'm really surprised. I never ever knew about that trick where he'll just stay in here because he's too his fat head's too big. It's really funny. Yeah, I mean, maybe we put like some paintings in here. That would be crazy. I want the 2x2 one, but I know which one I want. That one. Like that. And then maybe we put some like 1x1s in here. Don't mind the fact that I have custom paintings on my resource pack. It's fine. Yeah, that's looking good. Oh, hi Wheatley. Sure, why not? It doesn't matter. Yeah, maybe like some just paintings here and there. There we go. Maybe we put a big one here. Sure. Why not? Just to give it some more of that art vibe, you know? Sure. Then here, maybe 1, maybe 2. Sure. I guess. Just to give it that kind of like artsy vibe. I also decided that I want this to be trapdoor. Maybe even spruce is kind of crazy. No, let's go with the oak plank. Yeah, there we go. Just to get like a little bit more headroom. Yeah, that's looking really swell. Okay, nice. Now I want to focus a little bit more on the outside. Okay, buddy. Maybe we put like a small sign here to signify sorry, not the blacksmith, the you know, the library. Like that? Sure. That's looking real nice. And then just to top it all off, we'll add some slabs on top of here. Maybe even one here? Yeah. Nice. I don't like this wall, so we have to do something about this. I don't really have any ideas though. Maybe we just wrap it with some oak trapdoors. Wow, that did so much actually. Maybe we even put one down here. Hello, blacksmith. I don't like that. Maybe we do this. Almost as like supports. I'm also deciding that I don't like that right there. Although this is a tricky one. Maybe like that. Yeah, okay. It didn't do anything. What about shelves? I have not used these at all, but maybe we like. Oh, that looks sweet. Maybe even we replace the trapdoors like that. That looks really good. And maybe even we get rid of this and we do kind of the same thing. Just as like it almost looks like, you know, someone has you know, just made this more structurally sound by like not taping, but nailing pieces of wood to the side of the building. I mean, that's pretty good. Are you sure you don't want to go in there, buddy? I think you'd be happy. You got a bed? Okay, bye-bye. Yeah, I mean, there you go. That's the library done. Pretty much. I mean, everything's coming together. I'm really pleased with how this is working out. Oh, yeah. Nice. Okay. Still not sold on that roof, but I can't think of anything to do with it right this second. I'm pretty much done for today, just because I've been going for almost an hour. So let's talk a little bit while I have you here. And if you've made it this far in the video, I just want to say thank you for spending this time with me. I really appreciate it. And I need your help. If you have suggestions for what kind of markets, what kind of shops I can put in here, and what kind of things I can add just to make this whole area more, you know, crazy and, you know, make it feel more alive, just, you know, give us a shout in the comments. This market, this is just the planning of this area. I'm gonna keep going this way. I'm gonna keep going that way past the giant Miku, all the way here. Even some stuff scattered here and here, because this whole area, basically this entire flat area is gonna be the market. And then yeah, maybe a well or something. I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, like I said, if you have any suggestions, feel free to send them below. I might do some more work by myself, just on like random little stalls and stuff like that, just because they're not really too exciting to build. I think the more exciting part was the blacksmith and the librarian. Looks like they're trying to yap right now. They're just talking right this second, I guess. I also really want to put an inn somewhere in here. But I really, I don't have a whole lot of space. I think maybe right there is, oh, I said that last time. Yeah, right there is where the big inn is going to be. Okay, that's about it from me for today. So once again, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Leave your suggestions in the comments below. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much.